Oh, 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 hey, it's you. Oh my God. Gave me a fright there. Huh. Wow. Oh yeah, hey, it's me. It's zany, painy, insaney, in a good way, in the membraney. It's zip, zippity. Oops. It's Zippity Zane, aka Wolf Brother. Oh, whew, let me just catch my breath. A little overexcited there. And when I just wanted to thank all of you viewers for your support. And I just wanted to encourage all of you friends who are out there to keep sending me, if it's not too much trouble, your likes and your positive comments. And, whew, and I would furthermore encourage all of you to help share my speeches, skits, my funny and humorous videos, and my Facebook page, inspirational quotes, and animal pictures and videos with everyone you know. And you know, I really hope you've been enjoying everything I've been posting, and you've had a lot of laughs, and that you're learning a lot of interesting things, and that you've been amazed by all of the pictures that I've sent out. And my God, I just want to say I'm so grateful for all of you viewers and for everything that you're doing to help support me. And know that I am and will always be grateful for your viewership and your help, of course, in spreading my messages of hope and knowledge and inspiration and love. And finally, I'm of course looking for more friends and contacts, including Facebook friends. Hint to all you guys out there. Hey. My name is not Slim Shady. Hey everybody, it's zany, painy, insaney, in the membraney, and I just wanted to say, that there is no shame in being a human being. And there is certainly no shame, especially if you have love and goodness in your heart, while there is no shame in being yourself. I want everyone to remember this. And I would advise everyone to embrace your uniqueness, everything that makes you a unique individual. And I would always encourage everyone to, of course, love themselves. Very important. Love yourself for both your goodness and your uniqueness. Love yourself for everything that makes you, you. And never, ever let other miserable or hateful people drag you down. Remember, never let them do this. For if someone has a problem with you, well, just remember that it is their problem and not, I repeat, problem is not yours, so don't let it be. Ignore them, and if possible, avoid these hateful individuals. And if you can, and I know it's hard sometimes, but try to have pity for them. Pity them because they most likely hate themselves, and therefore, by analogy, they hate life. And when someone hates life, well, that, my friends, that is a tragedy. And it's one of the tragedies of our world. My name is Zane Holt, aka Wolf Brother. And I would advise, and I would just like to say to you, the viewer, well, I would just like to say, don't you ever dare give up on your dreams or your convictions. Don't you ever give up on yourself or your dreams and goals. Don't ever give up on love, and learn to love and appreciate yourself, your own unique talents, knowledge, and skills. Don't ever let anyone or thing prevent you from creating a better life for yourself. Remember, it's never, ever too late to change or to create positive changes for yourself. Believe in yourself, your dreams, your goals, and never ever back down. Never give up, not even an inch. Hold strong and hold tight, and know that I believe I believe in you. Every one of you that's out there. Well, one sec. Dry throat syndrome. Oh, water. What would we do without it? Kill over dead, I suppose. I wanted at this point to explain that while I will always remain open-minded about everything, and I know and acknowledge from having constantly explored, read and researched. Gotta fix my hair. What little's up there? Well, I wanted at this point to explain that while I will always remain open-minded about everything, hat was a little uncomfortable. And I know and acknowledge from having constantly explored, read, and researched all kinds of phenomena and unexplained mysteries, that there is much, and actually a hell of a lot, of things we as a race of self-conscious beings that we do not know. There are a lot of things we do not know. I tend to question beliefs and points of view that are either too much like an old-time science fiction novel or a B movie. So while I'm open-minded, I kind of question viewpoints that seem like science fiction novels and B movies. I also tend to want to get away from belief systems that take mythologies and mythological stories as literal truths. So I just wanted to clarify my stance on topics that relate to spirituality and paranormal and unexplained phenomena. And you know, from our conscious beginnings, man and woman, let's say humankind, well, humankind has always played the role of the storyteller. The evolution of our minds and our ability to think in abstract terms, in other words, our self-conscious and questioning thoughts, have given birth to great myths and epic tales. And these myths were created in order to symbolically explain our existence and to explain all of the strange cycles and phenomena prevalent in nature. I would encourage everyone to learn, read, and research the myths and mythologies of all of the different nations, races, and ethnic groups of the earth. For all of these myths can serve to enrich our interactions and outlooks concerning all of the natural phenomena and literature and stories and movies and religions, and most importantly, all of nature and the wonders of existence. From myths and religions came symbols and symbolism, which themselves came about from our imaginations and our ability to think abstractly. Symbols can serve as a powerful means to connect us with all of the things around us, and know that symbols give birth and represent ideas. And ideas always have the potential to change the world. And in terms of religion, well, one can look at shared traits that are common to all since the dawn of time. Human beings regard anything sacred or holy with a distinctive attitude, a uniting respect and caution. In the presence of the sacred, there's a certain anxiety, and when this anxiety arises, there's a need to act and speak in ways that may promise a favorable outcome. And this is one of the fundamental bases of all religious ritual. Rituals are performed for many reasons in many cultures, but some of the reasons why people engage in rituals, well, to bring health, to bring offspring, the productivity of the soil, the fertility of cattle, and other desired benefits that desired by the community as well as the individual. Rituals also celebrate such annual events as the return of spring, sowing and harvesting. They fit into a calendar of periodic rites. Other rituals are used to mark spaced out changes in the status of individuals, or they may mark a transition of maturing individuals from one social status to another. such things as a boy growing into a man, or a girl maturing into a woman, or human beings going through different life stages. All of these things are celebrated. Here's another schematic that I drew up. Up here we have myth and ritual. And the making of myths is universal among human cultures. Myths are a necessity as they were vital for the maintenance of the patterns of group life within tribal societies. These myths helped mankind interact with everything around them, and they helped to bond together tribal groups and communities and civilizations. Below myth and ritual, which is a foundation and something that all religions are built upon, we have magic. Magic may be loosely defined as an endeavor through the utterance of set words or the performance of set acts, or both, to control or bend the powers of the world to one's will. Another part of religion, you can see this is all building on each other from the foundation, is prayer. Prayer is a ritual recitation spoken in order to offer both praise and thanksgiving, and a means to petition God or the consciousness behind existence for favorable outcomes or circumstances. Here we have another part of religion. This is divination. Divination is a means of obtaining immediate knowledge of the intentions or dispositions of spiritual powers. Here we have belief in mana. Belief in mana. A belief in mana. Mana is a widespread belief in a powerful but silent force in things or persons, especially an occult force, which is believed to act of itself as an addition to the forces naturally or usually present. Here we have animism. Animism. We're almost at the end of the list. There is a general acceptance among present-day primal religions of the animistic belief that all sorts of motionless objects, as well as living and moving creatures, have souls or spirits in them, and that every human being has a soul or souls leaving the body temporarily during dreams and with finality at death. Here we have veneration and worship of powers. It has been said truly that man has worshipped everything he could think of beneath the earth, everything between earth and heaven, and everything in the heavens above. Sometimes it is the object itself which is worshipped, as a living and active, heavily charged with mana. Sometimes the object is not worshipped for itself, but for the spirit or the soul lodged or inhering within it. In a third mode, the object is not worshipped at all. It becomes a symbol of the reality which is worshipped and which it visibly and tangibly represents. All three of these modes of worship may at times go on simultaneously. And finally, we come down to recognition of high gods. It is common to find in the history of most of the human race, and going back to primal times, a recognition of the existence of a god far up in the sky or at a great remove, who has made everything, man, woman, earth, sea, and sky, and who at a distance sees all that goes on among them, and sometimes disapproves, but does not often interfere. In my personal belief, concerning all of these elements and compounds that together make up religions, well, I feel that there are truths behind all of these belief systems, and that all these forms of worship can help us to connect with everything, all of life, and existence. At this point, I just wanted to stress two different religious viewpoints. One viewpoint, and this was originally a part of every race and culture, well, it is a viewpoint that in the West is known as paganism. Paganism, also known as European shamanism, is of course a shamanistic view held by my own European ancestors, and in all likelihood the ancestors of all Europeans everywhere, and everyone at some point or another all around the globe, because we're all related by tribes going back in time. Well, all shamanistic viewpoints and all sorts of Aboriginal tribes and First Nations peoples today hold that all things of the natural world and all things within nature are sacred. These old religions hold the view that man is a part of and inseparable from all life, the earth, and the universe. At the opposite end of the spectrum are belief systems held by younger and newer beliefs and religions, in particular the more fundamental beliefs that we all have spirits or souls, that these souls presently preside within these often cumbersome bodies as consciousness in flesh. And personally, I feel that both viewpoints are true. That we are a part of everything, and everything is a part of us. And all of us are ourselves, self-conscious frequencies. And I believe we all have in our conscious souls, inhabiting living bodies of flesh. And I also believe, after reading and researching, of course, countless books and watching many documentaries, and studying all three eyes of knowledge, the eye of science, the realm of measurement, observation, things of the flesh, physical world, and here, the eye of contemplation, religious. Of course, I prefer spiritual, which is, of course, living in the now, which is becoming aware of your own thoughts and transcending them, and also, of course, reaching higher states of awareness and consciousness and comprehension. And down here, of course, the eye of reason or mind, the sphere that within contains all of our abstract thoughts, all of our different thoughts, all of our reasoning, the eye of mind or reason. And so after studying all three eyes of knowledge, and also intuitively seeking the truth through my heart and listening to my feelings, well, I believe that our souls voluntarily came here from somewhere else in order to learn, experience this reality of form, and to grow, evolve, and of course, learn to love. And I shall continue soon.